Hi folks, today we're going to cover a really simple technique for drawing trees on your fantasy maps. This one's really easy, you only need one pen. I'm going to use a Pigma Micron 02, but you can use any pen you've got. We're going to use the map that we've been drawing to do coastlines and mountains. We're going to add the trees to that map, but I'm also going to show you a closer up version at the end so you can see the technique in a little bit more detail. There's links in the description down below for all the equipment that I'm using for this. So anyway, let's get cracking. You ready? Of course you are. First of all, I'm going to go through and draw castles in every location where I'm going to have a city. If you want to learn how to draw castles, there's a link showing right now. We're going to do this so we don't accidentally draw a tree where we should have a castle. Now we can get on with actually drawing the trees. First up, we're going to take our pencil and just mark out where our main forests are going to go. So next up, we take our O2 pen and just start drawing in little ovals, circles, little tree shapes, whatever you want them to be. They're going to be thicker where we're going to have forests. It's worth practicing drawing this shape. Once you've got it down, it's really easy. It's also great to overlap one or two. I usually limit it to about 4 that are overlapped and then start drawing some singular ones around them as well. If you want your forest to have a name, it's worth leaving a little bit of space in the middle. I've drawn a little line here in pencil to remind myself there's going to be some text. Next up, we're going to add a little shadow to every single tree. Now to do this, we're going to start just slightly to the left of the tree and then extend the shadow out to the right and then fill it in slightly on the right hand side of the tree, and try to think about the other trees around the one that you're drawing the shadow for. So don't draw your shadow that goes into another tree. Try and keep it behind any tree that might be in front of it. Now remember, let's talk about what these trees represent. They don't represent every single tree on the landmass. They represent forests. So where we've got a load together, that's a big dense forest, and we're going to try and give that a name. Where we've got a few just knocking about, that's little copses of woodland. So let's blitz on through and do the whole thing, and it will look a bit like this. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the relationship between trees and mountains. You might want to put some trees behind them, and you might want to put some in front. And the trees behind would kind of go in at a line, right? And then one in front could be there. You could have a few going up the hill, but one behind, one in front. Right, so we sketch them out. So with our pen, we'll draw the ones we want in front first. And then we can put the ridges of our mountains in. And then pop our trees behind, and then we can shade them. So just as we did previously, we'll draw our little stalks coming out for shadow. However, the ones on the hills, maybe we can give them a little bit of shadow that goes down the hill. And the higher up they are, the more shadow they might have. And then once you've done the trees, you can add your lines to your mountains. And there we have it, just over 2 minutes of drawing trees. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for sticking around to the end. I think it's a great technique. It's the one that I come back to time and time again. I find it's the most easy and has the best effect on the paper. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you next time. Cheers.